Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no alley to be found. Jackson looking to throw right away. And that is incomplete. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this one
backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession.
Continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let them know they'll be back the very next series.
And they'll get it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
To him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get a nice chunk. Here's Carr to throw. He finds Bolden. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden. Interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown.
Get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception.
You're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And all the way in for a Raider. Get this drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown. Wrong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs. On 2nd and very short, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession.
Toughness, so I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some determined running there in his first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Touchdown! A pair of teammates at Fresno. Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
At almost every turn.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On third down, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are in great shape here.
To me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football.
2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make.
34.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way. They score on this drive. Might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run with Bolden. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards. 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And the second. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would
figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to have a Ravens free. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be in.
No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on second.
Stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down.
Big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And he's brought down. At the line for this next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to force the punt defensively. Still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. What's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is right now he's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the completion good. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wide.
These plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now it's Jackson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he get this drive started. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football